Good morning. We'll start session 4 on chapter statistics. So till now in this chapter we understood about mean, median and mode, and for mean we understood the three different formulas, that is direct method, assumed mean method and step deviation method. That is average. To calculate the average of the given score is done by mean. We understood about mode, that is the most often repeated scores in the group data, how to calculate, and median, the middlemost score to calculate in the group data. So in today's session we will study about ogive. So ogive is nothing but a cumulative frequency curve or a ogive curve, what we say. So this curve is plotted between the upper limit or the lower limit of the given class interval with respect to its cumulative frequencies. So when we talk about a cumulative frequency curve or a ogive curve, there are two types of graphical representation in this. The first one is less than type and the second one is more than type. That means we already understood the less than type one. So one of the median exercise sums, in the median we have calculated one sum which was below, right? Below 20, below 25, or it was less than 20, less than 25. A class interval given in the form of less than type is called as a less than type of a curve, or a class interval given in type of more than 20, more than 25. You will understand. This tells us that if a class interval and a frequency is given, we cannot calculate the ogive curve here, or we cannot calculate the cumulative frequency curve. The name itself tells us it's a cumulative frequency. So with respect to class interval, I should also have a cumulative frequency. Point number one. Point number two, the class interval, the given class interval should be converted either less than type or more than type. But what to convert? It is given in the question. Always the question tells us that construct a less than type cumulative frequency curve or construct a more than type cumulative frequency curve. Okay. Point number two. In case if Ci is given, according to the question, we either convert less than type or more than type. If not, the question itself is of less than type or the question itself is of more than type. Depending on less than and more than, we have the frequencies. One more thing what you have to note in yesterday's class, what I have told you, that is, if the given class interval is less than type, then the given frequency is nothing but the cumulative frequency itself. That you should note it very clearly. I repeat, less than type of the class interval given or below class interval given. Right? We had one sum yesterday in median. The given frequencies are cumulative frequencies. But to represent it in the presentation form, that is median form, we require to calculate frequencies, because frequencies is required to calculate median formula. But in ogive curve, frequency is not required at all. So our data is readily available with us. Plot the graph against what is given. I think you will be more clear once I actually start with the exercise. Only 3 sums are given in this. A very simple exercise, yet very important. A definite question which is asked every year. I want you all to do this in your graph book. Right from the thing what I have written on the board, that is, give the heading as cumulative frequency curve or a ogive curve. Just write the 2 things what I have written and start in your graph book. The first question, the following distribution gives the daily income of 50 workers of a factory. So directly it is given daily income. So daily income is nothing but now Ci, class interval. Let me first write the class interval and then look at the further question. 100 to 120, 120 to 140, 140 to 160, 160 to 180 and 180 to 200. Before you write the frequencies, wait. Convert the distribution Convert the above distribution to less than type. See, understood? They will always give you to convert to less than or more than. It is not left on you. Either readily the data is available, either less than or more than is given instead of CI, or they give you what you have to convert with. Convert to less than type. I will write here less than type. That's very important. Just write it beside the class interval only. Now it is less than type, right? So less than type means, did you see that we always choose the upper limit? Less than, I can't say less than 100. Why? Because my class interval starts only from 100. So this has to be, first one, less than 120. See children, with practice you understand. One or two sums you practice it, you will understand how to frame the frequency. Less than 120. It can also be written as below 120, but in the algebra we particularly use the word less than only. So please use less than. Again I am repeating, first your class interval it should be, then the less than it has to be. It has to be written. After that you can write frequency, and after that the cumulative frequency. So less than 120, so what this will be? Less than 140, less than 160, less than 180, and the last is less than 200. Write the given frequencies 12, 14, 8, 6 and 10. Now as I had told you, this should be in the tabular column as well. Statistics data representation should always be in the tabular column, neatly written. So NB actually, yes, we require N. So total number they have given as 50. Now calculate cumulative frequency. You know the cumulative frequency rule, right? The first number is 12. 12 plus 24, 26. Then 26 plus 8, 34. 34 plus 6, 40. 40 plus 10, 50. Got the answer 50. That means your cumulative frequency calculation is right. Is this table very clearly understood? Okay. Now we have to plot a graph. So now what I will do is, I will not have much space here. I will just erase this part, only rewrite this once again and plan my work here. Okay. So let me just erase this because I will not have space now to write it. Anyhow, I know this is less than. So, you know the graphical representation, whenever you represent the scale is very important. So, right hand corner scale, half mark is deducted if the scale is not written. Use sharpened pencils for the graph. X-axis, 1 unit is equal to, we'll just check out what we can do. Y-axis, 1 unit is equal to. So we have 120, 140, 160, 180, 200. So I can't be starting from 0. I have to start from 120 only. That means from 0 to 120, there's a lot of difference. What I have to do in the graph, I have to just mark a quink line or a jag line, right? This tells that I have assumed that the numbers are starting from the beginning to 120 I have reached. That tells us. So 120 mark. Remember, ogive is always marked on the upper limit. So here you write less than type. And this is plotted against the cumulative frequency CF. So 120, 140, 160, 180, 200. Okay. So 120, 140, 160, 180, 200. So the scale, what you use here is 1 unit is equal to 40 centimeter. We will take, because no, 20 centimeter, sorry. We are using 20 centimeter difference here in each. 120, because here though we don't consider 20 centimeters gap what we are considering here. The next part, cumulative frequency what we have to calculate. It is 12. I think you can go 2, 4, 6, 8. If you take, it will be too big. So 5, 10, 15 we can consider. It's again left to you. If you want to plan your graph right from the beginning and this, so that's up to you how you take. I will take 5, 10, easy for marking. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 and 50. Okay. So my y-axis is 1 unit is equal to 5 centimeter. Now let us plot. Now when we plot here, for 120 it is 12. So 10 is here. Now again see children, this is my plain thing. So what points, what I mark might mismatch here and there, okay? But you can do it accurately. So just don't go with the line what I join here. See in your graph book what you do. 120 is 12, so 15 is here. 2 units if I consider, it will come around here. Okay, mark a point. For 140 it is 26. So 140 is here, 20 is here, so 26. For 160 it is 34. So 30, 35, 34. For 180 it is 40. That's an accurate thing. What exactly we can mark. And for 200 it is 50. I'll erase this now. So 200 it is 50. Now the points what you have, right? These are not to be joined using scale. Ogive curve. When we talk about a curve, it is a freehand curve always. So basically what you do, a lot of practice is required because I'll just adjust my points a bit here because it definitely comes as a point. So here when you actually draw, right, this slight a curve will come. Learn, practice drawing a curve here because it should look like a curve. Do not use scale in joining this. It should always come a freehand. It always comes in this form, something. Never a straight line, right? So this is a ogive curve. Now the question ends here. Now they have not asked you anything, but in the same question sometimes or usually when an ogive curve is given, they ask you to calculate the median. I'll just explain and we will do the calculation of median in all the sums. So you can also give the heading. Convert the distribution above to a less than 5 cumulative frequency distribution and draw its ogive. Also calculate the median. Just add 1 point there. Now how to calculate the median? So in the theory part, just find n by 2. N by 2 is 50 by 2, which is nothing but 25. So where do we find the median class? We find the median class always in the cumulative frequency sign. Your cumulative frequency is here. Where does 25 lie? 25 lies here. Draw a straight perpendicular line which cuts the ogive curve at a particular point from 25. Bring it down. I don't know because mine is coming exactly at 160. It might come, it might not come children. Why? Because my graph is not accurate. But did you understand my point? I need to find n by 2. Whatever value I get, I need to search here. If it was 27 only I have to mark. Easy for me in marking in graph, right? Whatever value. If it comes 26, count and mark 26. From that, draw a straight perpendicular line which will cut the ogive curve. From there, bring it down to the x-axis. So when you bring it down, it will cut at 1 point and that is your median. Okay. So median of this ogive curve is, according to me it is 160, but please check in your graph where you get the curve. It might be more or less because my graph is not accurate. Don't call and tell me that we are getting wrong, teacher, you got 160. So I am repeating again. It might be or it might not be. Little bit here and there. Check accurately in your graph. Then we complete the first one. We'll go with the next one now. It's a very simple one. Only thing is you to know how to convert it to the more than and less than type. So, okay, the next sum is very simple because the given question itself is less than type. So, no more headache. Less than type is already CF is given. Your ready-made data is given for the second one. Second one, during the medical checkup of 35 students of a class, their weights were recorded as follows. So, weight in kg, directly it is less than type only. I will just write here less than type, which is less than 38, less than 40. I'm just writing numbers, but children, don't do that. You have to write completely less than type. Less than 40, less than 42, 44, 46, 48, 50 and 52. The given frequencies in the less than type is always a cumulative frequency. It is number of students, which is nothing but CF. So your data is readily given 0, 3, 5, 9, 14, 28, 32 and 35. Correct? There are 35 students. That is what we have. I think the graph I'll start plotting here only. It will be easy for me. Scale, x-axis. It will start from 38. So 0 to quint line can I give here? A jag line can I give? 1 unit is equal to 2 centimeter. And here 5, 10, 15, I think it is still better. Y-axis, 1 unit is equal to 5 centimeter. So this is less than type. And here it's going to be cumulative frequencies. So we will start from 38, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50 and 52. 5, 10, 15. You can also take if you want 2, 4, 6, 8. Left to you. Plan your graph accordingly and know it. Answers will not vary. It has to be the same thing. Because more the numbers you take, the Ogive curve goes on increasing. So try to minimize it. Your curve becomes short and simple to draw. Remember that one thing. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Y-axis. Always remember to mark X and Y-axis. 38, 0. It comes here only. Keep it here at 0 because it starts from here. Then 40, it is 3. So 38, 0 means we'll start from 38 point only. 40, it is 3. It comes somewhere here. Then 42, 5. 44, 9. Then 46, 14. 48, 28. 50, 32. And the graph less than type of cumulative when we draw, according to cumulative the graph has to go. It cannot come down again. Remember that. Okay. So 50, 48 we marked, right? 50, it is 32. Slide here it comes. And 52 is 35. Yeah, got my curve? Yes. So this is the Ogive curve. We'll find median. Approximately here and there I can get an approximate answer, but you will get an accurate answer. 35. Yes, you get a decimal here. N by 2 is 35 by 2. 2 1s are 2, 2 7s are 14, 2 5s are 10. So midpoint is 17.5. So 17.5 exactly what you have to mark. Sometimes becomes a bit difficult. That's okay. So 15. So 16, 17.5. See, this is one box in a graph. Okay, small boxes you have. If this point is 17, this point will come as something 18. In between that you can mark. That is 0.5. Okay. So somewhere here, if I mark it here, before you go to 18, you can mark that point in between that and bring it down. Mine is somewhere coming in between 46 beyond that. So just check. Actually it comes, yes, beyond 46.5. According to the answer, the median should be 46.5. And you get that as what I have got. So the median is 46.5. That's all, the final answer. So very clear how to plot this. And the last sum for today's session. There are only 3 sums given to calculate here. One more type which is not given in your book, but I'll just inform you all so that we have an idea where to construct. Sometimes both the graphs are asked together on the same graph sheet, less than type and more than type as well. Third one, the following table gives the yield per hectare of wheat 100 farms of a village. Production. So this is CI. 50 to 55, 55 to 60, 60 to 65, 65 to 70, 70 to 75 and 75 to 80. I have to convert this to more than time. How do we calculate more than time? Based on the lower limits, right? More than this if I have to write, see, how will you write now? More than 55 you write? No, because the graphical part will start from 50. So what should be my thing here? More than 50. If you understand how to write more than less than, your work is simple. The next one will be what? More than 55. More than 60. More than 65. More than 70. More than 75. Okay. Write the frequencies. Given frequencies. It is 2, 8, 12, 24, 38, 16. So n is what here? N is 100. Cumulative frequency is what we have to calculate for more than type. More than cumulative frequency is a bit different than the less than type. What you have to know. First of all, what is your total score? Right here. 100. Always start from the total score for more than type frequency. Your next number will be here. You need not write this always, only for this, for your clarification, I am showing you the calculations here. Your next score will be here, 100 minus 2, that is 98. Okay. Your next calculation will be here, 98 minus 8, 90. Okay. So what should be your next calculation now? 90 minus 12, right? 78. Next calculation, 78 minus 24, that is 54. Your next calculation is 54 minus 38. You know what you have to get here? You have to get this answer, 16. And if you are not getting 16, that means your calculation of your cumulative frequency is wrong. I repeat, what we do is, we take the first score, 100. We subtract it from the subsequent frequencies. What cumulative frequency score you get, that score minus the subsequent frequencies we go on subtracting. And we see that our last score is nothing but the last frequency score what we get. This is a frequency for more than type. Okay. You remember? We can again convert this more than type frequency to this again. We had done that in median sum, more than or below what we had. So, graphical part now, let us calculate. So, I will just write here and I'll rub this part. For this is more than 50, more than 55, this is 60, this is 65, this is 70 and 75. Okay, I'll just erase this part because it is not required anymore. So I have to start from 50. So I will just go with the jagged line here. So this is 0 to 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, x-axis. So scale for x-axis is 1 unit is equal to 5 centimeter. Again here from 16 it will start. I think you can go with this for 510 only, that will be better, or 510 also will be too much. 1020 we can take because we have it till 100. Y-axis 1 unit is equal to 10 centimeter. So this is more than time. And this is for cumulative frequency. Okay, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. For the first score, for 50, it is 100 directly. How will the more than type curve come? More than type curve will come from down, from top. It comes like this. Okay. Less than will actually go. Why? Because less than we are plotting with respect to the upper limit. It goes like this. With respect to its cumulative. More than type, when we talk about its cumulative frequency, we will start from the highest score. That is the total number of score to the last final score it comes. So more than type is first is 50. 90, then next is 55. 55 is 98. Then 60 is 90. Then 65 is 78. '70 is 54. 50, 55. Last 75 is 16. This is 20. This is 16. Yes, there we got it. It's actually coming down, right? You can also plot the median if you want here. We'll just do it off for all the sums anyways we have done. N by 2, that is 100 by 2, which is 50. So at 50 you can just draw a perpendicular, see where it actually comes down, calculate children, that is the median. Okay. Then we complete the chapter statistics, where we understood to calculate mean, median, mode. Its empirical formula, that is a relationship between mean, median, mode. A small formula where it's usually a 1-mark questions are asked on. Then cumulative frequency curve or a Ogive curve. With that we can find the median. There is usually a one more type of sum usually asked. Sometimes what they give here is, they also give you a table. For example, draw a less than type. You will get this question in my question bank assignment book what I have given. Draw a less than type and more than type Ogive they'll ask you. So for that what you have to do, a given frequency, first convert that to less than type with according to less than type cumulative frequency. It's ready. Then again convert it to more than type and again convert it with accordance with more than type cumulative frequency. Two frequencies you have, two different types, less than, more than. Construct that in the same graph. How should the graph come? this should be more than, and less than if it should come, it will come like this, generally, okay. The point where the less than type and more than type intersects, actually, if you see and bring it down, that will be the median there, okay. Remember this, the question is not asked in your textbook, just look for worked examples, or it is given in the assignment, question bank what I have given you. Solve more and more examples so that you have a clear idea on this graphical representation, a very important part and a definite question in your examination. With this, we complete the statistics. Thank you.